Hi, it's State Representative Jim Walsh here in the gallery above the floor of the Washington House of Representatives, again with my good colleague and neighbor, geographically, Peter Abbarno. Today, the House Republicans made the sixth motion for a hearing for the sixth initiative to the legislature that we're considering this year. This is Initiative 2124. It would reform the state's insolvent Washington CARES Act, that is the long-term care benefit program, nursing home care essentially. And for the sixth time, every Republican voted to have a hearing for Initiative 2124, and every Democrat voted no. So we're 0 for 6 on getting hearings for initiatives. Peter actually led the motion, made the parliamentary maneuver, but Peter's more involved in this even than that. Frankly, Initiative 2124 took some pieces of legislation that Peter had sponsored in earlier sessions and incorporated them into that initiative. So Peter, tell everyone what happened today and what you think of the long-term care program in general.
Well, you know, again, we made another motion to have a hearing in the Healthcare and Wellness Committee, and the House Democrats voted against that. The people in the state of Washington have spoken, and the legislature needs to listen, and we tried to force that, and unfortunately, House Democrats voted against that. But this is a really important initiative because we know that the voters have already voted an advisory vote against having a long-term care program. We know that we have almost 500,000 working Washingtonians who opted out of this program. It's unfair, and one of the biggest messages we heard is that it should be optional. And this initiative would make that optional. It's not a good program, at least the way it's set up. I think the initiative is something that the voters in the state of Washington wanted to hear and have on the ballot. And so we tried to get a hearing so we could find out more information about what they're saying. And sadly, again, it fell on deaf ears. And so another motion to have an initiative to the legislature referred to a committee, to have a hearing, and House Democrats voted against it. So it's unfortunate. However, we're going to continue to message this. We're going to continue to communicate about why this is an important initiative.
Absolutely, we are. I mean, this is also a tax issue. This long-term care nursing home benefit program is funded by a payroll tax taken out of working people's paychecks before they get their paycheck. And that's one of the reasons I think that so many Washingtonians have questions and really are opposed to this program. There are other things too. I mean, the benefit for a nursing home care is not great. It's not very large, and there are all these asterisks on it. There are conditions and basically loopholes where people can get bumped out of the program, not get the benefit, even though they've had the money taken out of their paychecks. It's not a great deal, as Peter said, and definitely needs reform. Initiative 2124 makes it optional. Anyone can opt out of it if they don't want the money taken out of their paycheck, and if they don't think the benefit is worth the cost. You'll hear some people say that this is a death strike on the program. Not necessarily. It could be a trigger for the program to be reformed properly, so more people want it. It's the beginning of a good reform on a program that needs it. And Peter, thanks again for trying to get these things worked through the parliamentary process, but we're not giving up. We still want these initiatives to be heard. In the ideal world, we'd like the legislature to vote in support of them. But that will be determined in the weeks ahead in this legislative session. But for now, know that we will keep pressing forward to get these good reforms into policy here in Washington. Well, that's it for now. Again, stay strong, be well, and we'll talk to you soon.